Good evening, Bahamas. Coming up tonight on our news. The Minister of the Environment is concerned over the rushed landfill RFP process. The former Transport Minister puts her support behind a unified bus system. St. John's Green Lightning solar car team hits the road. Bimini residents fight for marine protected areas. Plus, students get serious about robotics.
News is brought to you by Alive, the nation's newest and best LTE network.
Good to be alive.
Welcome to our news and thanks for joining us. I'm Christina McNeil. Topping news tonight, Environment and Housing Minister Romuald Ferreira has revealed that concerns over a rushed process prompted the Minnis administration to scrap the request for proposal process started under the former Christie administration, which sought to find new management for the New Providence landfill. Jasmine Brown has the details in this report.
An RFP was issued right before the general election by the last administration. We want to revisit that to ensure that all the components are addressed.
Ferreira says the government is actively searching for new management for the landfill. A major blaze at the notoriously problematic landfill earlier this year came dangerously close to nearby homes and businesses, resulting in a mandatory evacuation. The former Christie administration issued an RFP right before the general election in an expedited attempt to resolve the dump management issue. Ferreira says the process was clearly rushed.
Whatever happens at the landfill, it has to work. You know, the technology has to be right, and then the business plan has to work.
When asked about a potential timeline for fixing the myriad of issues at the landfill, Ferreira insisted the most important thing is getting the proposals in.
I think the most important thing is that we issue the RFP and we get the proposals in, and they are evaluated on the technical soundness and then the financial model. We are actively pursuing that process, and I think once we get that in, the timelines will be based on the proposals before us, because the people coming in will be able to say, well, here's what we can do, here's the timeline with which we can do it. The landfill is actually a national asset in terms of the landfill proposals. They really are two different spectrums, and there's a hybridization in between. There's those that want to operate a waste-to-energy plant there, and those that want to engage in landfill business, and then, you know, there's a hybridization in between. But this is why we wanted to look at it.
Reporting for our news, I'm Jasmine Brown.
And as the new Minister of Transport and Local Government laid out plans to proceed with a pilot project for the unification of the public bus system, the former Minister of Transport and Aviation is pleased her groundwork has not gone to waste. Earlier this week, during his contribution to the budget debate, Transport Minister Frankie Campbell said the Road Traffic Department, along with Transport and Local Government, was collaborating to make the project a reality. The pilot project is just one element former Minister Glenys Hanna-Martin told our news she hoped would carry over from one administration to the other.
A lot of the reforms should continue. The reform of the aviation sector is a work in progress, and we were able to take it far advanced. I'd like to see the unification of the public transport system, that work continued, because the Bahamians are entitled or deserve a public transport system that makes sense and that is, is at a standard that we can all enjoy.
When the Minnis administration took office, it pledged to conduct a series of forensic audits to determine the current state of affairs at various agencies, including Urban Renewal, Bank of the Bahamas, and BAMSI. Hanna-Martin tells our news that each administration will make policy decisions of their own, but she hopes that the groundwork she laid over the past 5 years does not go down the drain.
Every government has its own priorities. So as you've indicated, their first is do audits. So, I can't dictate to them. I'm just hopeful that they will be able to, they will see the wisdom in continuing some of those initiatives, because I believe they're to the better benefit of our people.
Ready, set, go. The St. John's College Green Lightning solar car team is closer than ever to competing in the Solar Car Challenge event in Dallas, Texas. Today, the team completed its official road systems test, leaving team members and even motorists impressed with what they saw. With the Bahamian flag flying high, the solar car hit the road. Our News caught up with the team along John F. Kennedy Drive today. Team captain Justin Sweeting says he's pleased with all the work that went into the car so far.
You know, he put in so much time on this car, like this whole week. He's leaving like 10, 11 o'clock, you know, just working every night trying to get stuff done. There's so much problems he had to solve, so much logistics and everything like that. And, you know, I think we came really far from where we were at, you know, with the limited resources that we had. I think we've done well, and this is going to Dallas.
The car was escorted from St. John's College down to the airport police station and back in what turned out to be an hour's drive. Driver Marcinko Arthur describes the ride.
It's good, it's smooth. It was a smooth drive.
Was it what you expected, or what did you all go into today thinking about?
We expected we just look and see if the battery would hold up for the drive, but they did. It was a good drive.
The speed is around like 15 like 18 miles an hour right now, but we could probably put it up with some, you know, larger tires, and we could get some different brushes for the motor and stuff like that. We could adjust the speed and get it higher.
The team is getting ready to compete in the Solar Car Challenge in Dallas, and as far as they're concerned, the Bahamian team is coming home with a win no matter what, thanks to sponsors and supporters who have helped to make the Solar Car project a reality.
If you had to grade today's test drive, what would you say it was like?
It's A, man. It's A.
It was amazing to see how the car became road ready and saw how far we came from nothing to all of this. And it's a big thank you to all the sponsors who helped us and everybody who came and assisted with the project. And it was awesome to see how everybody was honking and cheering and recording and videotaping us on the road. Because that means they showed that they were on the Facebook page where we said, if you see us honk, and the people were just going crazy. Every time they pass, honking, staring, recording, people we didn't know, people who know us, everything like that.
You can follow the team's journey on Facebook. Just search St. John's Solar Car Project. Still to come on our News, Bimini residents are demanding protection of marine areas. We'll tell you how much money government may save by operating its own airspace, plus students put their robotic skills to the test. That's coming up when our News returns.